Hi again, friends. Have a Snickers? Get your catalogs back out and turn to page 35. That's where we're going to start next. Jump on, say hello, let me know you're here again and have found me. Just going to refresh. I had to eat a Snickers in between the little cleanup here I did. Getting kind of hungry. It's 7 o'clock in my neck of the woods, so. All right, so hopefully you got a chance to watch Jen's video. And then I don't think Carla's is quite queued up yet, but it will be there. So go back in and you can check those out after, or watch them in between our little breaks. I'm trying to time it out accordingly, but it may not work out that way for us. The way technology works sometimes. But hop on, let me know that you're there, that you can hear me and all that good stuff. And we will get started. Now, this is a returning favorite, but this is what I focused my video on for our little contribution to everybody's party. So my video will queue up at 7:30 my time, so 15 minutes of my time. So you can watch it during the break after we go through it. So this is a beautiful set. I love it because the detail of the flowers and everything is just lends itself to coloring. So coloring with the markers, with the watercolor markers, with the Stampin' Blends, all that fun stuff. And it's got a die that coordinates with it, with some, actually I should grab the die set. So where I was talking about earlier there, where it's got those shaded areas, that means that there is a die that coordinates. So this is the dies that come in this set that coordinate with these greetings. So when you see those shaded, obviously they're all shaded because the dies match up with every single thing that is here. So if we go like this, I'm just going to throw these down real quick, not worry too much that they're placed exactly where they should be. But so that's what that means when it's shaded in the catalog. It means that it's got dies coordinated. This one obviously has some extras as well to accentuate all of your cards and whatever you make, scrapbook pages. So that just shows you real quick how those all work and what that shading means that I mentioned earlier. So I love the extra little detail in the dies that they include in this one for the sentiments. That's not always do we get 4, but usually everywhere it kind of rounds about 2 that coordinate with it. So makes it nice and easy to get sentiments matching with the actual writing of whatever the sentiment is in the stamp set that you purchase. So this is an awesome set. It also has a gigantic die cut. So in my video, you'll see me using this and different ways to use it and that sort of thing. So I just thought I'd touch on that so that it made sense when you saw my video. And here's a couple cards that I created with it. So I've used that die cut at the back and I've just cut it down. And then I've just colored with my blends the flowers in that set. Just simple. Doesn't take much to make it a beautiful card. And then this one's straight out of the catalog here. I've just recreated it, changed it up a little bit. And then this one, I used that giant die cut. This is a swap I made a while ago. I used that die cut in my blending brushes and I blended a bunch of different colors and then I removed it. And then I just had this beautiful background that I created. And then I just added a few elements. I changed this one up with the bumblebees and the evening evergreen from what I had it before. And then I stamped and embossed in gold on some Simply Succulent. But it's beautiful. So that's a good set to add to your collection. All right, so moving on, I had a few people ask me, and these great big ones with little writing and big writing and script and stuff like that, these are great combination sets because as you can see in the catalog, they've taken the small writing and the big writing and just combined it into something beautiful. So those are good sets to look at when you're looking at sentiment sets to add to your collection for just basic cards or note cards, whatever. So lots of the sets with great, fun greetings in them. Also, what you want to note is this little symbol here that says $1 million on it. This means someone, a demonstrator somewhere in the world, has had $1 million in sales. And what happens with Stamping Up is that you get to create a stamp set. So Karen Titus here has created this fun set called Make It Happen. And so there's quite a few. I haven't actually added them all up of how many there are in this, but there's a few actually, which is awesome. Congratulations to all those ladies. But this is what you get to do when you sell $1 million with your business with Stamping Up. So that's awesome. So her set is really, really cute. So the one I wanted to focus on here is page 42, the many happenings and the many messages. So what these are an awesome new addition. This many messages came out in the January to June catalog. It is still available to the end of June. So if you like both of them, I highly recommend getting both of them. So what they do is they give you all of these sentiments that you can cut out all at once and use them on your cards. So I'll show you here what they look like. So many messages and many happenings. Here they are in life form. Get them in screen there. And then they have a die, a coordinating die that goes with it. Let me get it out of the package here. So it's called a messages die. It's in the back. I'll show you when we get to the dies later. But basically what happens is it looks like this. And it's got some detail to it, some scallops, some little stitching borders, some little scallops, just straight cuttings. And basically it just layers on right over the, why am I not, I don't know why I'm not here. I'll just use my punch. I actually have punch outs of these. I don't know why it's not lining up on the front there. So basically when you put your die over it, so you just stamp, it's all one stamp, red rubber stamp in there. You just stamp it all onto a single piece of cardstock and then you layer your die over it and then you run it through your die cutting machine and it will cut out all of those images into little plaques that you can put onto any card that you want. And then this is the new one, the many happenings, and the same thing. It matches up exactly with this die. So you're getting a two-shot bonus here in that if you get them both in the die, then look at all the greetings that you have. So there's so many of them. Happily ever after, you know, like you've covered the gambit here in these two stamp sets of probably anything and everything that you would need in a card saying. So it's kind of fun that these two go together. So I've had a few questions on that and how it works and what it looks like. So that is it stamped in its full form for you to see. And lots of fun. I highly recommend these two or just the one, depending. You might not like sentiments in one of them, but you might like it in the other. So it just depends on what you make for cards and what you will actually need. Okay, so that is great. So in the suite Into the Wild, or in the Wild, sorry, not Into the Wild. I didn't get this suite. This does not speak to me at all. But it might grow on me. Usually that's what happens is I don't like something originally and then it grows on me as we go through the catalog. So we shall see. So if it does speak to you, then it's great because it's got the die cuts out of the tigers and you can cut them right out of the paper as you can see here. The animal print embossing folder I might order. I haven't yet, but you know, you can only order so much at one time, so I can't order everything all at once. So that probably I will get because I can use that as a background for different things, but kind of a fun set. All right. And these are all just sort of carried over ones. So another one I want to touch on is the Inspired Thoughts bundle. I haven't gotten this one yet either because for a while we had a lot of tree sets, and so trees are just not doing it for me right now. But I have seen some samples and it's quite beautiful, so it may come to my collection at some point. So this is the greeting set, Inspired Thoughts, with the tree dies. So it's beautiful. You can have all the trees at once in a lineup, or you can cut them apart like someone's done here. Madeline, another one of my team members, there's a video queued up of her creating a card with this set, and they're just gorgeous. So it does have some potential. It's just not added to my collection just yet. So don't discount that, but it does have some beautiful sayings. There's a couple Christmas ones in there that you can use as well. So it is a beautiful set. It will make some wintry sort of Christmassy cards, and that's probably when I start doing those type of cards is when I will look back at this one and probably add it into my collection then. If you like camping and nature, sort of, these are some beautiful ones as well. They are carried over, but they're quite cute. And then, of course, the little babies. If you've got babies in your lives, this is a cute little one to add to your collection, or pets. I have puppies, so. And then the turtle. Oh my goodness, the turtle is so adorable. So I don't know what I did when I ordered. He was at the top of my list, and then when I ordered, I apparently forgot him. Oh, I don't know. So he just arrived, and so I didn't get a whole lot of time to create with him, but he's adorable. So here it is in true fashion form. It is a cling mount, so it's clear so you can see through it. And he is just adorable. Like these turtles, you can have them looking at each other. You get to add in their shells. This one says it's time to celebrate. Like, how cute is this? This could be good for kids, adults. I don't think it matters. I would love a card made with this. So he's pretty darn cute. He also comes with a punch. So it's a bundle. You can save 10% ordering them both. It's $41.25 for the stamp set and the punch, which is a great deal. I'm going to do a class on this. I just have to make more samples now that I have it. And so look out for that. But it punches out, and then it's got like little dots. So if you flip it over, you'll see it's got little, it makes like confetti. So if you punch out a bunch of little dots, you can put some confetti in your card and surprise somebody with turtles and confetti. How cool is that? So this is fun. I love this. So I only made one sample, but it's kind of cute. Just using the little turtle and his little shell, and I did some watercoloring on him. I just like this set. I used to have a turtle as a kid. Her name was Pebbles, and my best friend had a turtle as well named Bam Bam. We lived a few doors apart, so I accidentally, though, when I got my turtle, dropped it, and it never grew big. But it did survive quite a few years, and but it just never got bigger than like the palm of my hand, which I thought was cute. So whatever. My mom probably didn't, but stunted my turtle. But this cute little card is using our basic borders dies, and then the hand penned Memories and More card pack, which I'll talk about later. But I just cut it off and created a cute quick little card with him. So I will play with him more, and I will create a class. So keep a lookout for that because I've had a lot of people interested in that. This one is fun. It's another one that I haven't ordered yet. It's got a spinner, so it's got where you can add little elements in there, and then it spins around, and you can make a spinner card. So that's another fun one that might get added to my collection. And so some other great sort of kids and babies and pregnancy and sort of sentiment stamps there, and baby set. And then the You're a Peach. This is another cute one that comes as a suite. Just grabbing the elements of it here. So in the suite collection, you'll see again where it's all as a bundle, one price, one code. So it makes it nice and easy for you. What comes in that collection is the stamp set, which is a cling mount. I've got some of them taken off on, because I'm going to do a little demo of a jar for you. And then it comes with the dies. Then it comes with the dies that cuts out whatever you stamp and some images off the paper, which I'll show you in a second. So, and then in that bundle, you get the designer series paper. So look at this beautiful paper. Look at the, oops, turn it the right way for you. Look at the peaches on it. Isn't it gorgeous? It's got little peaches on the back. And the blue and the peach together is kind of an interesting combination. And then polka dots on the back of that. Like flowers. And some calypso coral stripes. And these gorgeous flowers. I love these. And some blue stripes. And then peaches. And a polka dot. So I do believe, I think it's this one that the punch out, yeah, it'll punch out some of the peaches off of here with the die. And then some more flowers and just some green texture. So the paper is gorgeous. And then also in the suite, you get these cute little jars. So they're called jam jars. They hold about half a cup. They're food safe and they're kind of like a plasticky sort of, if you can see me kind of bending it, material. And then it's got a little metal lid. So if you were to maybe put jam in it, you'd probably want to refrigerate that right away and let your recipient know that. But they're really cute. So you get a box of 6 jam jars with this if you order this as the suite. Okay, nice and cute. So I'm going to do a quick little demonstration with them. We're just going to decorate one up really quickly. Just going to grab all my goodies here out of my basket. So I've just cut a piece of designer series paper at 1 3/4 by 6 7/8, and that's going to wrap right around my jar with leaving me just a little bit at the back, which I'm okay with. If you want it all the way around, you just want to make it just a little bit longer. Okay, and then I've just put some tear tape on the back to secure it to the jar. So we'll just take that off. This is just a nice, simple way to decorate the outside. You could make this smaller too if you wanted more of the plastic exposed, but that's basically covering it a whole front up of the jar. Okay, and then we're going to stamp a little peach. Grab my little stamps out here. And then a technique that I showed the other day on a live is where we're going to use a sponge dauber and create a little bit of dimension to the peach. So I'm just tapping down into the pale papaya, and I've just got a scrap of white here that I'm going to stamp on. And then I've got my calypso coral, and what I'm using is a sponge dauber. And I'm just sort of looking at that natural shading that's already sort of created on the stamp, so where the line is on the peach. And I'm just adding a little bit of color there. And then I'm going to stamp that down. So I've got the shading of the 2 different colors. So like the sun might have been shining a little bit harder on that side of the peach when it was on the tree. And then I'm going to take my granny apple green and my leaf. Oops, I didn't leave enough room there. Okay, we'll stamp it separate and then I'll just cut it and piece it together. You can always make it work. And then I will take my greeting, which I've picked out, have a peachy day, and my memento. And I'm going to stamp that right on my peach. pretty cute already, eh? Doesn't take much. And then I'm quickly just going to cut this out because it's easier than me trying to get the die machine out so you can see. So I'm just quickly fussy cutting around the peach, and it's pretty easy. It's a nice shape to cut out. And then I'll quickly cut out my stem. So just think of all the possibilities of these jars. Oh, I am so into the packaging and just gift giving and, you know, table settings at holidays and all that kind of stuff. Just give to the neighbors, you know, just put them on the doorstep. So just simple little easy gifts that you can quickly put together that don't cost a lot. I mean, you get the 6 jars for $12 is not a whole lot of money, right? And then I've just grabbed a glue dot to glue on my little stem there. Cute, eh? And then I'm going to take a little bit of my linen thread. So what I do with linen thread is I just take my scissors, because they come on this little thing, and I just slice a little slit down, so then when I get to the end, when I slice off what I need, I can then put it back so it doesn't unwind, because if you see it, it'll just keep going. So I just create that little slit so that it has somewhere to slide back into, so it actually stays wound up still. So I've just cut off a little bit, and I'm just going to tie a bow and then tuck in my tails to however long I want it. So just quick. And the linen thread just pairs so nicely with this. I shouldn't say, goes peachy with it. And I'm going to take my Wink of Stella, and I'm just going to give my peach a little wash over with the shimmer. Just being careful that I am just washing over, because if you sit your Wink of Stella on there too long, you could reactivate the ink and it will start washing it out, and then it won't look very good. So this is one too that I've just stamped on straight on with the Calypso Coral. I've stamped it off, and then it's created just that one color instead of the dimensional color that we've got there. So just kind of, and I've stamped off the leaf as well in the Granny Apple Green. So it just kind of gives you a different look, but still very cute. So then all I'm going to do is I am going to grab a glue dot again. Just going to find the end. And I'm going to stick a glue dot on my twine. Oops. And I'm just going to stick that down. And then I'm going to take my peach, apply a little bit of glue to it. I'm going to get my tail there and going where I want it. And then I'm going to kind of just use my top of my stem to my ribbon there. So it kind of looks like it's hanging off that piece of twine. And stick that down. And then of course I'm just going to cut my tails down to an appropriate length. And there, we have a cute little jar that we can put some fuzzy peaches in. I had to go buy fuzzy peaches because why not, eh? Oops. Who wouldn't want a jar of fuzzy peaches? All right, so we've got our fuzzy peaches in there, and we're ready to give it away to somebody. Pretty cute, eh? All right, so that's the fuzzy peach. Or you're a peach, not the fuzzy peach bundle. And I also found some mango sours that would work really well in there too. So whichever your recipient prefers, mangoes or peaches, you could definitely do either or. So pretty cute. So that's the sweet is the peach, the dies, and of course this sweet is called You're a Peach, where you would get everything, including the jars and the paper for all that. One item code, one price. And then I've got a few samples here to show you that I've made with that. So this one's with the papers, obviously, and then I've stamped the peach just straight with the Calypso Coral. And then I've used a die cut in the set that cuts out that little banner, and then just some sequins and the linen thread again. This one's using the paper again, and I've hand cut out some of the flowers that were on that one paper, and just a couple, a vellum accent and a circle accent, and then just some few pearls to jazz it up a little bit and give it some bling. And then this one is with the peach paper that was included, and that blue. I don't know, it just kind of was a fun blue color that kind of spoke to me. And I quite liked it. So I thought, oh, I will use that and see what I can create with it. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to get this feed back up and going. It's being weird all of a sudden. And then I've stamped the peaches sort of on the tag that I've cut out and straight onto a piece, and then I've hand cut it out. And then I've two-toned with a sponge dauber again on the stems. I've done the brown and then done the leaves in green. So just a fun element. And then these fun little sequins to jazz it up in a little bit of twine. So this tag die is also in our dies, which we will visit later. But that's a fun little set. So I hope you enjoyed the little demonstration with the jam jars, and you add those jam jars to your list because they're pretty cute and will come in handy for just about anything. Even at a kid's birthday party, you could do little treats in them or something. Or our CEO, she made bath salts with her church group in them and gave them away as Mother's Day's gifts. So many, many possibilities. Jelly beans go good in them too, but I didn't have a chance to get the jelly bean store. So we'll move on from that set. Biggest Wish is another one of those greeting sets that I was talking about earlier that has so many different options to it. So in this one, they've just used the big thanks, and then you see on this tag, they've used the script and the big, and then on this card that I made as well, which is out of the catalog and towards the back, where I've just used the big happy and then the birthday, and then I've used a spiral background new stamp that we have as well, which is kind of fun, which we will talk about too. So this is a fun set that you have so many options with. So mix and match the fonts. So this is a fun one if you need sentiment ideas. This is a fun one to get. I think you should. I always love sentiment things. And then this is a fun die. I didn't get this one because I don't know. I got to see some more samples and just that with it. But it's called the flower market die. So it would cut out that thing and then punch out all those little pieces. So I don't know. It's kind of fun, but I need to see more samples before that goes on my wish list, I think. These ones were all featured in the returning favorites. And then as you know, on June the 13th, I've got the Hey Birthday Chick class coming up. So we're creating these cards here. I've shown these a few times, but I'll quickly just refresh your memory. Deadline for out-of-town kits will be May 31st. I need to know if you'd like to attend so that I can get kits prepped and into the mail for you before class. So that's just some fun cards that we're going to make for that class. And with that set, it's pretty fun. And then this one here is another good one to have. If you make a lot of birthday cards and stuff, that's a good one. Happiest of birthdays. It gives you some good choices of birthday sentiments that you may need. Okay, and then the party puffins. Oh my goodness, they're so cute. And then the picture this dies is another one that I want to draw attention to. I'll show it to you later with the cutouts and stuff, but this was one of the quiz questions to see it in action on page 67. Um, I was going to make one with the party puffins poking out, but I just didn't get a chance to. So I will make that, and it probably will come up in a party puffins class that I will do because the party puffins are also very, very popular with everybody, it seems, which I'm okay with that because I think it's cute. So here's the party puffins, and it's adorable. The party puffins are adorable. So I made a few cards with the party puffins. I love the little fish that he has as his friends. And then I've just used some basic black and white party paper. Oops, sorry, things are falling over. And I've done him on a wobbler. So Stampin' Up! Doesn't sell wobblers, but you can get them on Amazon, and they're just adorable because, hello, like, isn't that the most cutest thing ever? So this is just a cute, quick birthday card that I put together. It was inspired by Melissa Stout. She did it online and I recreated it. This one's similar to the one that's in the catalog, just did it with some different papers and stuff. And then I've used some crystal effects, which is a very cool little element as well. And then I've done them both on wobblers. Isn't that fun? So with crystal effects, it kind of gives you like a shimmery look because it also has glitter in it, but it looks wet. So it's really cool. I thought it was really cool on the icing, and then I did it on the top of his party hat as well. So this is fun with the wobblers. You have to get wobblers. And then this is another one using that tie-dye set. And I've just used some vellum and circles and then just added him in on dimensionals. But it's kind of fun. I kind of like this tie-dye. I didn't want to order it, and then I saw a few samples and I ordered it because I thought it was cute. And then this one I made as a slimline card because I like making slimline cards sometimes, and use some of the In Color Designer Series paper. I've used a product. Hang on, I'll grab it here. Actually, I don't know if it's still available. We'll look in the accessories and see if it's still available. It's a puff paint that when you heat it up, it kind of creates like a texture. It's like puffy paint almost. So I put that on his belly to kind of give him some dimension with the black and white. And then I put all the rest of the guys in the inside. So it's just a quick little birthday card. So nice and cute. I think these are great for kids cards, adult cards, just for somebody who's got a really good sense of humor. I think that set is adorable. And no coloring is needed, obviously, with this set. As you can see, with them, just black, and you can color his hat and his feet and stuff like that, but very minimal. And if you don't want to, you can just leave him as a black and white image as well. So if you don't like to color, that set is perfect for you. All right. So Simply Elegant. This is another one that I have not purchased yet. I did like the paper, but I didn't order it. I ordered some of the other papers, but now that I'm seeing it more and more in samples and other people's lives and stuff like that, it's kind of growing on me. So it may get added to my collection eventually, or it might not. Who knows? But it's a beautiful set for anniversaries and just sort of that. And the punch alone, the punch will probably get added to my collection just because it's very cool and just the different ways that you can use it. So you can make it longer here like they did in this sample, and as opposed to just the regular punch out. So it's got some versatility to it, and they're simply elegant cards that you can make with it for sure. So it's on the wish list. When it'll get ordered, I'm not sure. And then another great sentiment one, which I've had a few of my customers order quite recently and then made me order it, is the Threw It Together. So that obviously when I create cards, I can use this because I know they have it at home. It's just beautiful. It's a red rubber, but it's got some great sentiments in it. Stay strong, my friend. You're doing better than you think. Follow your dreams. I'm here for you. I love you no matter what. Sending you this paper hug. I have used that quite a bit on some cards that I've made. May your comeback be stronger than your setback. So just beautiful, beautiful set that you may want to add to your collection for sure. Okay. And then Shaded Summer is on my list. I just haven't ordered it yet. Just the beautiful, look at the beautiful um, floral, like just simple. One color stamping and you're done. You know, stamp that on a few note cards with just a quick sentiment and, you know, ribbon or not, doesn't matter. Some rhinestones, simple little things, and it's just going to turn into a beautiful card. So this one is on the wish list. And then to draw your attention to, which I will show you in a bit, the rose gold and sorry, gold and rose gold metallic paper. It's a 6x6 size, but it's gorgeous. So I will show you. I did show you on one card there in a circle that I cut out, but it's gorgeous. So up close and personal, you're going to be wowed. So another great one for beginners, just to have simple, so you can make simple cards, like even this one in the samples where they've just stamped it, cut it out, and put it on some cardstock with a grading. That's easy. A beginner stamper could do that, and then, you know, someone more advanced could get into that, which I'll show you some samples with it in a moment here, but I'll just show you what's included. So the stamp set is beautiful. Nice block sort of writing with the script is just something different. This is not a normal way that Stampin' Up! Does greetings, but I love it. So little card, big thanks, you know, life is better with friends like you. Like just simple. So very pretty. It's got a nice detailed little flower, like just one line of a flower to give you a border and stuff like that. And then just simple images of the flowers and the branched sort of one. And then the punch will punch out the flowers and the leaves in the set. So these four right here match up with that. So quick and easy, you just quickly punch them all out and you can layer them on and create your cards however you like. That comes in a bundle and you can save obviously 10% on that. So the bundle code price and stuff like that is at the bottom. Okay, and I'll show you a few cards that I created with that one. So I've used that flower border there, and I've just used my blends to color in the flowers and some of the in color jewels and the matching colors. And this is in the polished pink, so polished pink cardstock all around and the pale papaya layered in behind. And I think it's just beautiful. And this is a die cut from Color and Contour, which we will get to in a moment. And then this is a fun one using all the in colors. So I've just punched out all the leaves and the flowers and then just done some simple rhinestones in them and then used all of the same pattern paper in all the colors. So nice and simple, doesn't have to be too fancy. This one I sort of recreated that wreath that you saw in the catalog. And then any gems that didn't match, I just took rhinestones in my blends and I colored them in. So nice and simple. And then this one here, I've just used blends and some Wink Stella. I don't know if you can catch that in the light, the sparkle, but just simple. Stamping on, coloring, you could even just do the black and white lined image and it would still be beautiful. And then this one is a fun technique that I did. I embossed in gold and used our Stays on White to paint the flowers ahead of time. And then I went back in with a watercolor brush and brushed out the polished pink color is the color that I used there. And then I just used some of the in color gems and I kind of splattered on some of the soft succulent here in the back, you'll kind of see it. And then I use my Wink Stella too. I don't know if the camera is picking that up well, but I just kind of flicked it on the back and then just added the tag and that sending you this paper hug from that set that I just showed you. And it just looks beautiful, I think anyways. I'm biased because I made them all. And then like I said, that's a great beginner set for someone who's just starting out. So if you want to gift a set to get someone started, so note cards, this set and the punch, and pretty much they're good to go with an ink pad of whatever color you choose. And it'll make, as you see here, two cute little 3x3 cards as well to add to packages and stuff like that. So very, very pretty. All right, so our next suite is Bloom Where You're Planted. And I haven't gotten this one yet either, but I've seen samples of it. The paper is to die for, just with the brick pattern in it and the stones. It's just gorgeous, gorgeous. So this is on the paper's on the wish list. I don't know about the rest of the set. I'm still on the fence with it, but it's kind of cute. And it's got a lattice background as well. That is on order, due to arrive, I think, next week, just to play with it and see on other cards and not just with the plants. So you can mix and match. You don't have to match them up exactly with the same sets every time. You can take them off and into other directions as well. So something to take a note of on page 83 is the Stitch Greenery Die. So it gives you this background of just leaves kind of stitched out. So if you can see here on this page, have a good look at 82 in this bird card. It will show you more up close. I haven't gotten it yet, but it's definitely on. I didn't even notice it the first time around. So watching other people's videos pointed it out to me, and so now I want it. That's what happens. So Christmas, I'm going to skip over this. I'm sorry. We're not ready to go there yet. But I will note that normally our mini catalog for Christmas stuff and Halloween and that sort of thing comes out in July. It's going to be delayed till August now because of product delays because of COVID. So they're just going to push it back a month to make sure that they have all the products and nothing goes into back order status or anything like that, and they can't deliver to the customer. Stamping Up does not like to push things off, but they're just looking out for us as demonstrators and you as customers that they're going to be able to provide you with the product that you want. So definitely have a look at the Christmas stuff. I will get some. I do have like a few of the sets, the poinsettias and the snowman season set. So as we get closer, sometimes I do a Christmas in July class, sometimes I don't. Just depends on if I'm feeling Christmas at that point or not. I don't like to jam it down people's throats, so I make sure to do it when it's appropriate. But definitely some cute little sets, and this blessings one with the basket and stuff is pretty cute as well. So the one you've probably been coming for, you've been waiting for this one. We're going to touch on this one, and then we're going to take another quick break, and I'll just get cleaned up and get everything organized for the last part of what I need to show you. We may finish up before my scheduled time of finishing. We may not, just depends. So we'll see, but we will discuss this before we go. This set is, oh my God, to die for. You're going to want this. Whether you get it all as one like I have, or if you get it in bits and pieces, I will be doing a class on it as well with bits and pieces of it. But you definitely want to add this to your collection. It's gorgeous. I did on a live a few days ago give you a sample of the paper. And if you didn't catch it, oh, you're going to die when I show it to you here. Okay, so the suite comes with the stamp set. It's just gorgeous. Like, it's supposed to mimic alcohol painting. So if you've never done that technique, that's basically what it's mimicking here. And it's just beautiful. The sentiments cover pretty much anything that you'd ever need. So this, if you just bought the stamp set, you're got a home run right there. All right, and then the dies that come with it are just as gorgeous. So they've got this leaf cut out, this beautiful, you'll see it in a sample. I do believe I used it. I might not have. I used the leaves, I know that. I think I haven't used this yet. And this will cut out the flowers, and this one as well. And then the leaves in the stamp set. So the leaves, the little flowers. And then this one's got a little spot as well. And then that background basically creates like a background as well. I haven't played much with that one. I did a bit of watercoloring, and then I don't know what I did with the samples. I have so many piles in my room right now, you guys. It's insane. So here's the die cut out. Hang on, got a piece of paper here to show you better. So that's it all cut out, and it's on like a shimmery white cardstock, so it's got a bit of shimmer to it. It's just beautiful. Like, I love it. You could cut it up, you could just do all kinds of fun things with it. So great set. Like I say, even if you just get the stamp set, you got a home run right there, but you'll want the whole thing because it's gorgeous. Okay, and then they've done with the leaf die, I don't know if you notice in the catalog, they've done this wreath that's just gorgeous out of the paper. The striped paper is what they've cut it out of. So it's just stunning. Stunning. This is, I think we've all nicknamed this the stunning set. So here's the papers I'll show you. So each side has like gold on one side and then just a plain pattern on the other. Actually, I think on my live the other day I only showed 3 of the papers just to give you a teaser. So this one's got some gold in the center of the flowers, and this is the pale papaya. It's just gorgeous. Like, look at that. So if you played with the alcohol ink thing, which I mean I can show a class on it as well, that's sort of the design that you get. So head office hired somebody to come in and create this. Then they took pictures of it. So this one's got the gold veining through it. It's just gorgeous. Like, I'd frame these and put them on the wall. I think I might, some of them, in some of the colors that I have in my house. So this one's got it through as well. So this one you could just slice off pieces of it, or you could do strips down this way for card fronts. You'll see a couple samples that I've done just cut off and use the paper just as is. So this paper doesn't need much, you know, a quick sentiment, and you know, you've got a beautiful card. So this one's got some lighter greening over here, but this dark evening evergreen, oh, it's just beautiful. And then some fun flowers on the other side. And this one's got the leaves and the centers of the flowers in the gold. So this one's so pretty too. And then that fun one again. I might have showed you that one already, but that's okay. It's gorgeous. You can see it again. So you see here they've used that die cut in the metallic paper, which I'll grab right now and show you. So this is the gold metallic. So it's kind of got like a brushed look in it. Oh, it's so pretty. And then there's a rose gold. That's so pretty as well. So it's kind of got that weavy sort of texture to it. Hoping the camera's picking that up well. I'm trying to watch the playback and see. But oh, it's just gorgeous. Like, oh, Christmas cards even too with this is going to be stunning. So this doesn't come with it, but it obviously goes really, really well. So the other thing that comes in the Sweet collection is an ephemera pack. So if you don't know what ephemera means, it means that things that exist or are used or enjoyed for only a short period of time, which obviously this is only around for this catalog. So although it's a year, it's still a short period of time. This is new, that Stampin' Up! Is carrying something like this, so it's kind of fun. We have had in the past some of these gold detail. I've used this one, so it's kind of in pieces. But you'll want to save all your pieces because you can reuse these things for other elements on your cards. So I'll show you a full sheet here. Oops, of course it's falling apart. Hopefully the camera doesn't blind you with that. I'm trying to keep it somewhat out of the light, but still show you. So it's got all these different like punch out elements that you can layer onto your cards, some leaves and berries and stuff. And you get a whole bunch of sheets of the same thing, and they're kind of just protected between layers so that you don't muck them up. So you get lot of those details. And like I say, save all your little parts. So like even all those little elements come out of each one of these things. So I just have them layered in here. And then they come with some fun little sequins. So they pick up different colors depending on the light, really. Like they could be yellow, they could be pink, they could be kind of iridescent. Like they just have different colors to them. So these are gorgeous. So this comes in the suite. So you get the paper, the inks, the paper, the designer series paper that I showed you, the stamp set, the die, and then this ephemera pack. All is the suite for the one price bundle. So gorgeous. You'll want this. And like I say, I am putting together cards for a class right now featuring the paper and this ephemera pack, and then a sentiment set of your choice or what you have sort of thing. But I will do also sort of my own little bundled product thing as well. So I will show you some cards that I made with that. So this background is with the macrame embossing folder, which I'll show you too when we get to that. And then I've stamped these in polished pink, added that beautiful ephemera pack sequins and gold, and just layered that all onto this card. This one I punched up a little bit more with two of the papers, and then stamping on a tag with the polished pink again, and then just gold, lots of gold on this one. And then that's part of the leaf cutout, die cut. So nice and pretty. This one I've used some of that ephemera pack as well. The little cutouts, and then here as well, and then some of the sequins. And just some linen thread, and this is Evening Evergreen in the soft succulent as well. So you can see the paper just kind of, it doesn't need much. I mean, I could have not added that flower and it still would have been beautiful with just the sentiment. And then this one is Pale Papaya. I've added some Winkostella to that, and just a simple die cut from one of the new die cuts. And some Genial Gems in the Pale Papaya as well. So just sort of letting that paper do all the talking there. And then this one, definitely letting the paper, you could do this one either way. I kind of, I made it to go this way, but you could actually, stand it up the other way. So it's actually supposed to be this way. So Evening Evergreen, Pale Papaya, I've done a tag cutout of that striped paper, and then just added some of the ephemera pack sequins, just for simple. So I just wanted this one where the paper was talking on that one as well. Same with this one. Use some of that ephemera pack. So this would sort of be the style of the class, I think, to make the paper the focus. And just the die cut of those leaves again, just used a piece of them. And then I've just punched out this center part of this ephemera pack piece and then turned it the opposite way and layered that together there. And then this one is gorgeous. So lots of gold on this one too. I've layered in a piece of gold foil behind the sentiment and this piece of paper here, and then cut my leaf out. So I basically did all one cutout, die cut of these leaves, did all those 3 cards that had the little leaf element on it. So it goes a long way if you cut it up. And then just gold embossed the things on that card. So nice and pretty. So those cards, like I say, simple sentiment, and they speak for themselves for sure. So my friends, that is all for this session. I'm going to do a quick cleanup, let you go to the washroom, get a quick bite, and then we'll get ready for our last and final session, and then do some quiz answers and get some names in the comments for the draws, and yeah, then we'll finish up what's left in the catalog. Okay, so join me back here and say, I don't know, we seem to be okay with 15 minutes the last time, so we'll stick it at 15. Okay, we'll see you soon. Paper hugs.